Every now and then you come across YouTubers who are serious but also very direct, and the honesty ends up being funny. Though everybody has a different taste. Not everyone likes hearing things that are blunt, but I actually agree with him. I even commented once asking why Christmas List doesn't show all sides of like the Caribbean. Um, like especially Guyana, he basically focuses on the worst parts to show that this is a society of thugs, black thugs, which is surprising considering I'm from Canada, he's from Canada, and I know which part of Toronto he's from, and I would consider that a pretty bad part that I wouldn't go into. He always focuses on rougher areas. Anyways, when I commented, he didn't take my comment well, and he got pretty irritated at me. If you notice now, he's in Asia. He shows both the good and the bad, actually. Even the bad, he's very light-hearted on. It's more balanced and very respectful. But in the Caribbean, he tends to focus more on the ghetto and gang culture. Anyways, as for this YouTuber, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to put links in the description so you can watch all his videos because he's well worth the watch. I sometimes watch his clips. I started out because I wanted to learn a little bit on the politics in Guyana, but now I sometimes watch because it does put a smile and make me giggle, and at the same time he's blatant, and probably because he's blatant, that's why he's funny.
Like I said before, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. We have this guy I talked about before, one of them, that usually goes to Guyana and they go into the nastiest place where the thugs and the niggas live to make content to promote as this is Guyana. The same thing the other one did the other day from England.
Now, if anyone is wondering why everybody here in Guyana is speaking English, that's because this used to be a British colony. For over 150 years, the British ruled right here. It's the only English-speaking country in all of South America. I mean, I say English-speaking, but me, as a native English speaker, I struggle to understand the people here. They got a heavy, thick accent. Here we are. We've made it to the muddy Guyanese coast. That right there is the Atlantic Ocean. Not quite the Maldives, is it? While we're here, let me tell you, Guyana has become very rich, very fast. Just offshore here. In 2015, they discovered massive oil reserves. Currently, as of now, in 2025, they produce around 1 million barrels of oil every single day. For a country this small with a population under 1 million people, the newfound wealth in Guyana is ridiculous. Look, it's so industrial. So much money coming in and out. And then look at this. We don't even have proper roads here in the capital city. It's a big dusty mess. Now, the oil wealth has made Georgetown especially dangerous for us whiteys. You see, there's pretty much no tourism here. 90% of white people you see are involved in the oil business or some other business. They've got money, and the locals know that.
You good, yeah?
Yeah, you gotta say where your mother
Hey, what's up? Sorry?
You gotta say what you can where your mother stand and stop picturing people with you.
You touch me.
I
just want to go to the market.
Go put your fucking camera so your mother's stand. I'm just doing a vlog on YouTube.
Where he went and filmed and said, oh, all the oil money, but look at Georgetown, look at the garbage and look at all these things. He didn't do that during the PNC time to say, hey, these niggas are in government and they have the city also. Look at the mess that they have. No, he wants to promote a racial divide, to say the Indian government is neglecting the city dominated by Negroes. But they didn't say that, no, the Negroes control the city. The mayor and town council controlled by the Negroes. And not only that, they are controlled by the opposition party that is predominantly, largely racist Negroes. No. Make the Indians look bad. So we have this other one that is allegedly sponsored by Azruddin Mohammed. He came during the elections, keeps coming, to promote a negative side of Guyana and then blame it on the PPP. Always filming the ghettos, always going to these black dogs and all these Tiger Bay and all these places to make the thing look like this is Guyana. I said before, sanction those people. When they come to Guyana, they have to declare why they're there. Tourism, okay, what would be your activities? Where are the places you plan to go? The same shit America demands from their visitors, we should demand the same thing. You think they could go to America and do that? And then put it online and promote this negativity about America? They won't do that. They will be banned. Banned. But a Christmas skunt, yeah, that same guy, that Christmas skunt guy, Christmas, ain't like the holiday, make it sound like the holiday. His name is Christ. He must be a skunt every country he goes to promote distastefulness. Yeah, well, the Trinidadians responded to him accordingly. I wish the Guyana government had done the same. Because when Mohammed had him in Guyana to push all this bad, distasteful propaganda about President Irfan Ali's government, the management of the city, and how blacks are suffering because of the Indian government, the racism, the PNC couldn't afford that guy. So I couldn't say the PNC is responsible. The Mohammeds, because he's the one who went and promoted Guyana's billionaire, the richest man in Guyana. Yeah, he gave the Mohammeds a lot of coverage. And I heard it was more than 20 million. I heard, allegedly, that 20 million that Mohammed seemed to want pussy for, you know, he's talking about, yeah, I give the PPP 20 million. What are you hoping for? That women from the PPP give you some pussy because of that? You didn't give them, you gave the party. So compared to the amount that allegedly, Christmas skunt, I'm saying allegedly, you got, that you paid, the Mohammeds paid you, and keeps sponsoring your visits, it's more than 20 million. It's more than $100,000. They were offering me $100,000. That's how they see me, and that's how cheap I am, or I appear to them. They want to buy my soul for $100,000. You fucking idiots. Maybe I'll consider if it's like 100 million. Maybe I'll think about it. But you don't have money now, so I guess we don't have a deal. Christmas skunt went to Trinidad and did the same thing. The Trinidadian government wouldn't have it because he conspires with these gangs and with opposition parties and stuff like that to promote negativity. And what is even ironic is that the people who fucked him up were a black government. This Rowley guy, the idiot. His government was offended by the nastiness that the Christmas stunt was pushing for Trinidad. And all the people that he was promoting to being the devils of Trinidad, the demons, the terrorists, the violence, the gang members, the killers. You see big guns. Oh, the police can't come here. We control this. Are all fucking niggers. I'm serious. Niggers. Just like Guyana, just like Jamaica, Trinidad, all fucking niggers who continue to destroy their country's image. They continue to do that. And the Christmas skunk guy goes to all of these holes like he's a criminal himself, and they give him free passage. They're not afraid. They come on camera, they talk about the nastiness of their own country that they're responsible for. It's the black people in these countries, like Trinidad, that are destroying that country. Every day they're killing each other. Every day they're killing each other. They have more guns than the police, and they're boasting and bragging about their murderous rampage. They're proud of it. They contribute nothing to their country. Nothing. They're a bunch of dunderhead, stupid lowlifes that all they pride themselves in is walking around all day with a sag pants, with a bandana on their heads, and machine guns, illegal machine guns, to kill each other. That's their legacy. And that's what the Christmas stunt is promoting for these countries and making people afraid to go to these countries. So the government banned him, charged him with sedition, which is a serious crime. A lot of American protesters in the January 6th thing was charged with sedition. It's a serious crime. A lot of jail time for that. And they deported him from Trinidad. Banned him from the country. I applaud it. Bravo. It's a good thing. Now you know Christmas stunt. If you want people to promote the distastefulness of Canada, the fact that Canada has destroyed the image of our president, Irfan Ali, with all the shit they published 2 years back about sanctions and this and all them nonsense. And also it was the same Canadian ambassador that encouraged the meeting with the Ajuddin Mohammed and his cronies at the Canadian ambassador's place. Remember, Canada again keeps standing with the opposition in Guyana, keeps standing with the bad taste of Guyana to make the Ali government look bad. Christmas stunt is a Canadian. The Mohammeds are close with the Canadians, allegedly. They had pictures with the ambassador, right? You saw that. So it's a good thing that the Trinidadians dealt with this asshole. Guyana should ban him too. Look into the dealings, the transactions of the Christmas skunk guy with the Mohammeds. Look at what he declared when he came in the country in terms of finance and what he declared when he left the country. Because you have to declare the amount of money you came with and what you're leaving with. And also investigate the banks if they had any wire transfer from Guyana to Canada in this Christmas skunk guy's name. Do your investigation and you follow the money trail. You know where the money leads. You will see the ties from the Mohammeds to this guy. Every time somebody comes there and they're promoting distastefulness and negativity for Guyana, they're directly tied to the Mohammeds, allegedly. So Christmas stunt, if I had anything to do with the Home Affairs Ministry, believe me, I wouldn't wait for the Trinidadians to inspire me into how to deal with people like you. I am Guyana first. I would have dealt with it. I would also ban you from the country. Okay? I want to touch on also, on the same note.
Please say ID, Kieran.
I don't have any ID, only my phone.
Document do you have on?
Well, only my phone. Wealthy district,
Wealthy,
exactly.
yes.
Where you see some big house and I think some people are calling me. Sorry? What happened?
So you have to delete the piece from this corner here, from the corner here. We don't want nothing here.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
Well, guys, that was like a little bit weird, eh?
This boss, this boss man is a fat man. You know this man. But
When I leave now, only car.
yeah.
No, the man type of people, yeah, but the man type of post, okay, you get post now, so you want to know about.
Damn, that's soft.
Yeah.
Now here's Dave. Dave's been there, and he's been to Guyana quite a lot of times. He always shows, really good side of Guyana, and he's a really positive person. Oh, he's white. Didn't that otter, the first YouTuber, claim it was unsafe for white people to go?
Why do I rent? It's because I don't own. That's like the most simple way I could explain it. No, but let me give you a full, quick backstory. So I am the last of my family in Guyana. Like a lot of Guyanese, my family moved away over the last couple of years, right? My dad is now retired. He lives between Guyana and Barbados. And my mother left back in 2012. She now lives in Australia with my stepdad and the whole side of the family. Dad retired and mom wanted a life change, right? Nothing wrong with that. But when they left, they sold everything. So when I moved back, I came back to like not nothing, but we don't own land, we don't have houses, we don't have there was nothing really for me to find, right? Like I drive a little Toyota Rush, which I adore. It's a great little car. As you guys know, my dad has been involved in mining for a long time. So we had a bond and we had lots of stuff in there. Like his old Land Cruiser was in there, the little Rush was in there, and all sorts of crap. I had to go and bring the Rush back from what was the edge of hell, right? Like it was just not working. It had a marabunta nest inside of it. It was a whole episode to get that thing back roadworthy driving now, and it's great. I don't really talk about this, but when I first moved back, I lived on my friend's couch for about 6 months, and endlessly thankful for that. And then after that, I got myself a little apartment on Hatfield Street, and that didn't work out. It wasn't really great. Again, I came back with not a lot of money, right? Like even though I did very well in Australia, by the time that I had come back, I had spent a lot of my reserve cash. And honestly, all my groceries and my rent and everything was paid for by a little fruit dehydrating business. So I used to process fruit like just to kind of stay alive, to pay rent, so you don't just get going. And then I had to abruptly leave that because they had some plumbing issues. It was the apartment. Anyway, so I then moved into my friend's spare room in his house in Providence. And I did that for a few months. Earlier this year, I left my friend's place and I was able to get into this apartment, right? Like everything in my world is a deal. The journey that I'm trying to show you, right, is that like every single day we're trying to do better than yesterday. My entire mission right now is to trade this opportunity for the next opportunity, to trade the next opportunity for the next opportunity, where I'm trying to get as high as possible, as quick as possible. So when you ask like, why am I renting? The short answer is I don't own anything. Right? Like I've applied through central housing for my land lot, so when I get that'll be the first piece of land that I own in Guyana. Essentially, why do I rent? Because I don't own. But I appreciate you coming on this journey and watching, this.
Just
whatever
remember,
this is.
when you watch videos, you're seeing a creator's perspective, just like you watching mine. It's my perspective. It doesn't always reflect the full picture or every side of the story. It's the human nature to include bias and stereotypes, which is why critical thinking is so important. Now, the fact is, we all just have to do our best to seek the truth, to read between the lines, and to have a mind that's willing to look at more than one side of the story. Anyways, gotta go. Things to do, but like, subscribe, comment, and I'll talk to you and give you some other updates about my dad's house later.